Welcome to the Miracles Happen Fertility Podcast, where science and spirit are the focus of creating your most fertile life. You'll find a beautiful balance of grounded science-based topics as well as spiritual talk, and how they are both important for moving toward optimal fertility. Empower yourself along with me. I'm your host, Dr. Maria Rothenberger, a fellow fertility friend, therapist, coach, best-selling author, and spirit baby intuitive. Let's get started. Let me set the stage for you. I am in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's 1 billion degrees outside, but apparently it's about 10 degrees cooler than it normally is, according to my brother who lives here. And we just finished having a beautiful breakfast with my brother and sister-in-law, and my parents are here with us. And it's good family time, right? But what happens when you get a bunch of different personalities all hanging out together? It becomes a shit show. Pardon my French. Okay. As we were driving home from breakfast, well, let me back up. After breakfast, we needed to do some grocery shopping. And when I got back to the vehicle, my husband is just completely on edge. Now, I had gone through some things in the grocery store. I needed to go to the bathroom. My kid needed to go to the bathroom. We had to find someone to unlock the bathroom. It was just crazy. And then I'm getting a text from my other son. Are you guys done yet? Because they're waiting in the car. My husband's like, what's going on in there? Text. So I'm on edge and get in the vehicle. My husband's on edge. My parents finally show up. Now they're seniors, right? They're a little slower, right? So we drive home or drive back to the hotel. And on the way back to the hotel, I'm thinking, geez, I am so on edge. And that's not my typical flavor. It's not my typical state of being. And, some stressful things had happened or whatever, but I'm usually able to shake things off pretty easily. And I'm also thinking about, because I got a message from my assistant that, hey, is there a podcast coming? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I need to do that. I planned on doing that remotely from here anyway. But I'm thinking about that. And then I'm thinking, hey, I need to talk about this because I'm an empath, right? And a lot of folks who are listening to this are empaths too, or highly sensitive people. And if you want to know the similarities and differences, I did do a podcast on that. Just do a search for HSP or empath. Basically, both empaths and highly sensitive people can pick up on other people's energies, but empaths can absorb it. And I'm an empath. So when I feel people on edge, I become on edge. And what I did on the way back to the hotel, I was like, oh crap, I need to talk about that today. So this is it. This is a really useful, super simple skill for handling when you are absorbing other people's energy. I talk about this with clients all the time, and they're like, oh my God, this is so helpful, especially when you're an empath. Okay, this is it. Super simple. On the way back to the hotel, I was sitting in the very back of the van. We have a minivan, so all of us can go. And I was sitting in the very back, and I thought, I'm really on edge. Oh, hello. I need to do my skill. And so all you do is ask yourself, is this mine? That is it. Because what happens after is how you move forward through that edgy or depressed or anxious or whatever feeling you're feeling, how you move through it well. What happens next is either one of two things. You feel nothing changes, and you still feel whatever you're feeling. That's option one. Option two, you feel a little bit lightening up. You feel a little bit like like a weight has come off of you. Now, why is this important? First of all, let me just say, if you're an empath or a highly sensitive person, you'll already be in tune enough with your body and your energy to tell if there's a lightening up or a shift in your body sensation. So you'll already be able to know. You don't have to worry about that. You'll already just automatically know because you're highly sensitive or you're an empath. So if you feel nothing, then the answer to your question is yes, it's yours. If you're feeling anxious or on edge, and then you ask yourself, is this mine? And there's no shift in your energy, then it is yours. And then you know that you need to do a next thing. Actually, both options, you need to do a next thing, but they're different. So let's just start there. If you have no change in your energy system when you ask, is this mine? Then you know that is yours. You know that feeling that you're feeling is yours, and you need to take care of yourself. You need to self-care. So that can be all kinds of different things for different people, right? So like some people need to go out for a run. I wouldn't go for a run in 109 degrees in Las Vegas, but maybe go for a swim. Some people need to get active, in other words. Other people need to settle. They need to get into a book. They need to do a puzzle. They need to meditate. They need to sleep, right? Okay, so you need to self-care. That's the bottom line. Okay, the other option is that you feel a shift in your energy, and usually it's for the better. There's a lightening up. Oh, this is not mine then. That's the answer to your question. Is this mine? The answer is no, it's not yours. So then what you need to do is to lovingly release it back to whomever gave it to you. Now, sometimes you don't know who gave it to you or from whom you absorbed it, right? Sometimes, if you're an empath, you can pass somebody on the street and pick up on their energy. So you sometimes don't know. So you just lovingly say, I give this back. I know this is not mine. I'm creating a protection bubble now, and I'm giving this back to whomever it belongs to, so that they can process it within themselves with love. So that's what I did. I gave it back. Now, in this case, I knew who it was from. Some of it was mine, but I'm usually pretty quick to lighten up again. The rest of it was definitely from my husband, who is right this moment in the next room meditating, which I rarely see him do. So that's really cool. Maybe I'm rubbing off on him a little bit. I hope I rub off on you guys a little bit too. So he's taking care of himself. Okay, that is it. This is a super short, simple, almost like a tip podcast. And it's very easy. I encourage you to practice this skill now. The next time you feel an intense emotion that you don't want to feel, look at it. Take a look at it and ask yourself, is this mine? If it's yours, you'll know what to do. If it's not, you'll know what to do. You are now equipped. Go forth. Practice this skill. And until next time, be well.